Hey everybody, D Amazing here, bringing you a review of the SH Figuarts Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. As you can see, let's jump into it. First and foremost, I want to start by saying visually, the figure looks amazing. Yeah, amazing. I know I use that a lot, but, you know, considering prototypes and the way things start off and the way things finish as of late, I think I'm okay with this. Figure looks really dope. It actually looks like Margaret Robbie. I think they nailed it pretty well. There's a few gripes on the figure, so let's get started and going into that. First, I want to start off with the articulation. Now, I thought the jacket would be a hindrance, but it turns out not at all. SHF found a way to... I'm going to pull the ponytails up. SHF found a way to get the rocker on the joints to look well, the soft plastic to maneuver the leather around the jacket being red and blue, and it's quite posable. As you can see, you can move it around a bit. So there's plenty of room for freedom and articulation. One of the things I like most about SH Figuarts. You can put the ponytails up, but I'm going to put it behind her. Now, as far as upper torso, they gave us somewhat of a real ab crunch. It can go left, it can go right, she can go forward. And at the lower waist, it can actually go forward some, left and right as well. So you can rock in two different motions as you can simulate, and I don't want to say it in a weird way, but you can simulate ladylike maneuvers or ladylike posture, which I don't know how to really say that because, you know, anybody can move any way they want. But for Harley Quinn, as you can see, you can still feel, look, and do some type of poses. You do your Wonder Woman pose, and in this case, you can turn the backside. You can show off the buttocks like they do in the movie. She can't twerk, but whatever. As you can see, they actually gave her extra butt. I just don't believe Margaret Robbie has a big butt like that. But as you can see, they rounded it out very well for her in her shorts. That they gave her buttocks. So yeah. Now, in terms of the lower articulation, she can't go higher than this as far as going forward. But you can bend it forward to make it look like she's doing something. As far as ab crunch wise, like jumping knees and things like that. She can crouch down on one knee very well. She can be on, well, she can be on two knees very well. I just don't want to say it and seem wrong. But she can actually do plenty of stuff. She can even look like she's running very well. So SH Figuarts did a really good job of capturing the suit very well and allowing a maximum port of articulation. So I really do enjoy that. Now, as far as the ankle pivot goes, a little weird at first, but once you loosen it up a bit, it actually goes in various directions, which is really dope. There's no toe pivot, but considering she's on heels, she actually balances very, very well, which I'm very excited for. The gun is actually removable, so don't think that it's not. Let me just take it out. It actually looks really cool as well. It looks like a Magnum, but it might just be a pistol. Who knows? But the gun looks very dope. Now, as far as hands and accessories, she actually comes with 3 different heads. This is the head she normally comes with right out the gate. So when you open up the package, this is the default head that she has on. It actually looks really a lot like her. The only issue is that the face being too round and lips maybe being too full. But otherwise, it looks exactly like Margaret Robbie as she did in film. I like the fact that you can move the ponytails to simulate jumping up and down motions and things like that. Then you have the smiling head, which is pretty normal. It looks like her. Cheeks may be a little too full, but I like it. Overall, the likeness I think they captured very well, just like Mayfix did with the Joker. They did a really good job. Next up is a baseball bat, which says goodnight on it. And to actually attach the baseball bat, what they did was they broke it up into 2 parts. So I'm going to grab one of the 2 baseball bat hands. This one is for the left hand. And you squeeze it through. And you place it on. And just like that, she can have the baseball bat in her hand at any point. There's only one gun holding hand, which is for her right hand side. So you gotta squeeze it in a little. And it's gonna be a little bit of a pain to get it in because it's actually closed unless you slice that part open. So getting it in is somewhat of a pain because you have to rotate it at the right angle without damaging the finger. And just like that, now the hand is on. Then there's the other bat holding hand. There's the open palm, which I have on the figure as well. So there's 2 open palms. And there's 2 relaxed hands, as you can see. Overall, I thought the figure was really dope. It's actually much better than I thought it was going to be. It looked visually amazing. One of the gripes is that, I know a lot of people pointed this out, that she doesn't have the stomach or her back tattoos. If I can just, she doesn't have the stomach or the back tattoos. I guess Warner Brothers just didn't allow the rights for it, so it just didn't work out that way. In terms of height, she's actually really small of a figure, which I think works well because Margot Robbie is actually not that tall of a woman. at least in my opinion, but I could be wrong. I don't look up actual heights of people. This is compared to the Mayfix Joker, so they're actually a really good height. This is her next to a standard SH Figuarts Kamen Rider figure. She's actually smaller than the Kamen Rider figure as well. He's hunched over. And this is her next to a Marvel Legend. So in terms of height, she actually, she's pretty small, which I think is dope because she'll fit in scale with a lot of other things because she's smaller. So I'm looking forward to the SH Figuarts Deadshot. It's going to be dope as hell. They give you maximum articulation, and actually with their new facial recognition technology, they've been doing a great job of nailing most faces. There've been a few bumps in the road here and there, but for the most part, they've definitely been nailing it. If you like Suicide Squad, you should definitely get this figure. If you're a Harley Quinn fan, I'm pretty sure you already pre-ordered it, so that doesn't say much. But I think they nailed this one really well. I think Mayfix and Mezco are going to have a hard time topping this, but I think everybody will get their own rendition of the version right. But in the meantime, right now, this is the best because it's the only one out. I'm definitely going for it. In the meantime, guys, drink lots of water, you have a good day, and you please keep your hearts full and your wallets empty. Keep the happiness going, guys. Later.